Welcome back to the subterranean echo chamber that is WGRD. I'm Grug, and it's my solemn duty to shovel the Wizards Council's latest droppings into your ear holes. Speaking of which, the studio is infested today. Not with rats, they've got better standards. The Royal Fool is here.
A pleasure to be here, Grug. Or is it? I wouldn't be anywhere else, which says a lot about my other options. This studio has all the charm of the dragon's sneeze. Remind me to not pay the rent.
You don't pay rent.
Well, I'm living up to my principles. A man's got to have principles, and if you don't like those, well, I've got others.
It's going to be one of those days. The council has just announced a new beast of burden tax. If you own any animal that could conceivably carry something, you owe them 10 silver pieces. Now, to pay for this broadcast...
Has your beloved pet suddenly been classified as a taxable asset? Did a tax assessor just declare your cat a potential scroll carrier? Is your pet rock being audited for its latent load-bearing capabilities?
It's an outrage! A man can't even be emotionally supported by a boulder without the government wanting a piece of the action.
Don't get mad, get a writ. At Lionel Swindleshaft, Esquire and Associates, we specialize in beast law. We'll argue that your Great Dane is merely a furry hat rack, that your parrot is a repeater of seditious gossip and therefore a civil servant, and that your tortoise is simply geologically inert.
I had a tortoise once, slowest pet I ever had. I entered him in a race. To this day, he's not finished. Of course, neither is the race. I didn't want to stick around for the result.
Lionel Swindleshaft will get you off the tax hook. Consultations are free. Retaining our services costs more than the tax. No refunds, especially not for tortoises.
And we're back. Time for the news, for what it's worth. The city is in chaos following the Beast of Burden tax announcement. A dwarf in the Undercroft tried to claim his heavily bearded cousin was a pet to avoid the tax. It didn't work, but now the cousin is being taxed for potential beard-based haulage.
A beard-based haulage tax? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Next, they'll be taxing my patience, and believe me, the returns on that are diminishing rapidly.
Furthermore, King Theron's royal corgi, Sir Wigglebottom, has been slapped with a 50 silver penalty for excessive emotional burden on a monarch. Now for a change of pace. We've managed to get an exclusive track from Grokk, the surprisingly soulful troll who lives under the main bridge into Spirehold. It's called Cobblestones and Heartbreak.
Another wagon rattles up above my head, shakes the dust down on my cold stone bed. The happy people laughing in the sun I'll never know. Down here the moss is damp, my spirits are so low. They toss their copper down, but they never look me in the eye. They see a troll beneath the bridge, they don't see the tears I cry. They tell their kids a story of the monster down below. They never think to ask my name, they don't wanna know. Oh, the cobblestones get the sunshine, and I just get the rain and the rumbling of the wagon wheels just magnifies my pain. This bridge, it is my ceiling. This darkness is my home, and my heart feels like these cobblestones, heavy, cold, and alone. Sometimes a little flower tries to grow down in the cracks. I guard it from the dripping slime and keep it from the rats. It's nice to see a friendly face, a little spot of bloom, to bring some life and color to this subterranean room. Oh, the cobblestones get the sunshine, and I just get the rain and the rumbling of the wagon wheels just magnifies my pain. This bridge, it is my ceiling. This darkness is my home, and my heart feels like these cobblestones, heavy, cold, and alone. Heavy, cold, and alone.
Deep stuff. Makes you think. Now we have a very special guest on the line, the Head Tax Assessor for the Wizards Council, Fiscalis Pomp. Sir, thank you for joining us.
It's Master, Fiscalis, and I am here to clarify the simple and elegant logic of the new tax initiative.
Logic? I've got a pet amoeba and it splits. Does that count as 2 pets, or am I evading my taxes through simple division? Answer me that, Pompous!
It's Pomp, and that's a ridiculous question. An amoeba cannot carry a burden.
Not with that attitude it can't. What if I strap a very tiny saddle to it? Look, I'm just trying to pay my fair share. In fact, I'd be happy to pay you my fair share of nothing.
Master Fiscalis, what about the reports of assessors trying to tax a swarm of bees as a collective airborne transport unit?
We are simply closing loopholes. If a thing can move and another thing can be attached to it, a taxable event has occurred. It is not our fault if the citizenry insists on owning such mobile assets.
Why don't you just tax the shoes on our feet? They carry the burden of our crushing disappointment. I've got a great pair of loafers. I loaf in them all the time. But I wouldn't carry you in them if you were late for your own funeral.
This is an outrage. I came here to be taken seriously.
You came to the wrong place then. The only thing we take seriously here is our lack of seriousness. Goodbye, Fiscalis. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I'm under oath.
And there he goes. That's all we have time for tonight. My apologies to anyone who was actually trying to understand the new tax. Tune in next time when we'll be discussing the Council's new plan to replace the moon with a giant glowing advertisement. Good night. Barnaby! Stop it!